Hey folks, this is Rod with Win by Doing. I'm coming to you with a little bit of information that I did not know myself. I've been dealing with quite a few vintage electronics, borderline antique, like this beautiful 1946 Majestic radio. It's an AM/FM radio, bakelite exterior, and just cool looking. I love the curves. I love the design. There's a problem. These are tube radios. That's going to be key here. I don't know if you'll be able to see inside there, but I'm sure all of you know what tube radios look like. If you have watched some of my recent videos, you'll know that I picked up one recently. Let's go ahead and transition over to this. This is actually one that sold. Let me just go down here. It was a Packard Bell stationized radio. I sold this for $75 plus shipping, and I had it listed GSP, and I was selling it to Canada. The person that bought it was from Canada. Thinking everything was fine, I ended up eventually getting this letter right here. Let's see if I can get it all the way up here so you can read it. Basically, we are writing to inform you that your recent transaction sold to the GSP Global Shipping Program cannot be completed. The item in question has been deemed restricted. This could be to import shipping restrictions or eligibility requirements within the Global Shipping Program. The item will not be shipped forward to its final destination and will not be returned to you. Don't worry, your buyer will be notified and refunded automatically by eBay within 72 hours. You'll retain the buyer's original payment. At this time, the transaction is considered complete and no further action is needed. Let's see if I can go back up here a little bit more. Should have adjusted this a little bit better. Visit our help page to learn more about eligibility, dimensional requirements, and prohibited items. Now, when I went to the looking at trying to find eligibility requirements for the Global Shipping Program, we'll switch back over to here. Prohibited items, of course, a lot of this obscene stuff, currency, weapons, tobacco, biological. Nowhere in here did it say anything about radios. The only thing that I could consider possibly would be maybe any type of air, gas, or liquid in a compressed container. I wouldn't consider that falling under that. I know that vacuum tubes, which are in these radios, I don't think that'd be considered compressed air. Not in my head. It could have been just the material that these tubes are made out of. So I thought, you know what, and over here when you look at restricted items, heavy equipment, website, businesses for sale, smartwatches, virtual currency, stored media accessories, eBay Motors. Okay, these are restricted categories. Nowhere in here did I find anything on... the only closest thing to electronics is video games and consoles, prepaid gaming cards. That was all that I could see. Nothing on electronics anywhere in here. Of course, they have... you can go to learn more restrictions shipping internationally, see our international trading policy. I have not been here, but it's just really a lot of more jargon that isn't specific to these radios. So what I have found out, my poor radio, this Packard Bell, beautiful radio, has been supposedly destroyed. Of course, Pitney Bowes, do we know that these items actually get destroyed, or they end up in somebody's man cave, garage, living room, wherever, somebody's new property? My suggestion, my plea to eBay, have them send them back to the seller. First of all, if you're going to allow them to be shipped, that's on you. granted, I didn't put anywhere in here that there were two radios. I wouldn't have known that there would have been anything wrong with selling this radio based on your website. But send the item back to me. It's shipped there in the first place. There shouldn't be any problem shipping it back to the seller, and let me put it back on and resell it. Granted, I got to keep the money. The buyer got refunded, but you know what? The buyer wanted the radio. It was a nice unit there. So here's my suggestion. I have another one. I showed at the top of the show here. This one here, I will turn off a GSP, but if somebody wants it from Canada, message me through the eBay app, and I will handle shipping myself. This is, just so you know, I will be putting this in my listing. The filter capacitor on this one is out, which is producing a loud, continuous hum and doesn't allow you to tune in radio channels, but it is a beautiful radio all the same, and it will be up in my eBay store. But just a shout out to you, if you are selling some of these, and my only idea is it is because the vacuum tubes in these radios, take them off your GSP option if you are opting into the global shipping program. And if you do, make sure you let your buyer know that it may or may not get there based on the tube radios, and I would suggest shipping it outside of GSP. Anyway, again, that's something that I just learned, and just beware and be cognizant of. It's just a short video. We'll catch y'all later. Peace out.